fully on, getting icy zone, flexing, I've been swerving, make it trendy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? It's SASSYTEA-V, SASSYTEA-V, T-E-A-V from the H03. Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm here today. We're going to talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. All right. But before we get started, let's go through our little routine. Okay. Everything on this channel is alleged, okay? Everything on this channel is in my opinion and in your opinion. Everything on this channel is for investigative measures, learning purposes, just to entertain, okay? So even if we have the facts to back up the facts, guess what? It's still alleged. All right, let's get to it. Woo! I want to give a shout out to Letitia Scott, Mrs. Letitia Scott. That's her name. Her look has been on point this season. What you guys think? It's been on point. I'm like, okay, Tasha, you done stepped up your game, baby. You looking good, Marceau. You better get yourself together, boy, because you got a good looking wife there. Anyway, let's get to it. Child, the Scott brothers meet up at Black Lounge. And they're talking about the picture. And Maurice is telling Marceau that, he should have been more careful. Why would he throw him under the bus like that? And he said, Marceau, of course, being Marceau, is like, and, he said, I thought you can handle it, and all this Marceau bull crap. Even though y'all know I love Marceau, but Marceau can be Marceau, okay? And Maurice is like, you're being the youngest brother, and I'm the oldest. It's just like you doing stuff that is childish in so many words. So when he said Marceau was the youngest, I was like, the youngest? Ooh. I thought Marceau was the second oldest or something like that, but he's the youngest. He looks, I digress. But anyway, even though I like Marceau, Marceau, honey, stop playing these games. All right, you might be the youngest, but don't act the youngest. You got too much going on. You got grown man stuff going on, okay? Stop doing that. Anyway, I never go in order on this. I always go to the important scenes to me, okay? So, they go from Black to Martell. Now, Martell goes to his mother's house, and he has his wines, and I think he has two different flavors of great wine. He might have one that's dry and sweet and one that's just sweet and not dry, okay? So we learned that the wine is named after his grandmother, his mom's mother, Ines. And his mom is like tasting the wine, and he's tickled because he's like, I'm not even gonna get a real review on what my wine tastes like, because mom is back and forth with both wines. She's gonna be lit. So like I said in one video earlier, I knew Martell didn't drink it. He wasn't a drinker, but maybe a wine drinker. Now this is what gets me. He said that him and Melody, of course, Mel inspired this wine. Yeah, I got that. Everything this young man does, y'all, I'm sorry, my camera is just not acting right. Everything this man does is off the back of Mel. It's like this woman was your soulmate. For her to come up and think of a wine for your grandmother, that was thoughtful, and everything that he's trying to do is because Mel, or he and Mel, have sat down and discussed it, okay? And now he's trying to, because he doesn't have Mel to make that dream come true. He's got to do it on his own. Chad, Martell, honey. I know you trying to gain sympathy, but we ain't falling for it, okay? Okay? We know you miss Mel. You know you messed up, and you messed up, bro. You had plenty of time to correct the situation. You would have still had your family. But like Dr. Heavenly says, you gave it all up for a side of coleslaw. Cold slop, sloppy slow. But anyway, his mom, tells him how proud she is, like any mom would. Any mother would tell their child, you're doing good regardless of how many mistakes you've made. Okay? You still hit my son. And I get that. And I'm a mother. So my sons and my daughters we've all made mistakes. And I let them know that, at one point in my life, I thought I was grown, and I made plenty of mistakes, but it's a lesson learned, and let's just hope Martell has learned a lesson, which I doubt, because he's a controlled narcissist. And so, and he lies. Okay. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Martell, I don't know what else to say to you, because you do stuff just, if it was truly you liking the, really empowering your ex-wife, Mel, and not so much always putting her down, always dragging her name, and that is the mother of your 4 beautiful children. If you didn't do that, then I can have some sympathy for you. But because you did that, because you wanted the flack off of you, and you wanted to deflect to her, no, I cannot have sympathy for you. I am sorry. I cannot do it, because this is just an act. Your feelings are hurt. You want us to think your feelings are hurt. The fact of the matter is, you don't have control over that situation anymore. And now it's really getting to you, because you done lost control over that life. Okay? You've lost control over it. I'm sorry. And you cannot control Mel anymore. And she's letting you know, you are not in control of my life anymore. I have control of my life. I have boundaries, and you will respect them. And I get that, because with people like Martell, you have to set boundaries, or they will run all over you. You have to set rules and boundaries, because narcissists, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care. They once they get in your life, they think they can control the narrative in your life. Everything becomes about them. Not about you, not about the kids, about them. So he's telling his mother about the book signing, and she's congratulating him and all that. He's like, I know this is Mel's weekend, and I'm just hoping she'll bring the kids. First of all, why would you schedule a book signing on their mother's weekend? Again, another way to control the narrative. You want Mel to come to the book signing with the kids, so you can have a talk with her and start some mess. And then you can blame it on her and say, look, all I wanted Mel to do was bring the kids and this and that, and she was all ready to go and this and that, and I had to tell her, this and that. He wanted to see that woman out there in that audience, so he can look at her and remember, man, this used to be my family. I done messed it up. Look at my kids. Look at my wife, my ex-wife. In his mind, that's always his wife. Look at my wife. Look, this is beautiful. This is what I want back. Remember that coleslaw? He ain't never gonna, he don't want you like that, baby. He ain't moved on. He's still, no matter what the narrative is in this show, that man still want his wife back. And if she said, Martell, come on back right now, he'll drop you like a hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. Okay? So anyway, we go on to Kimmy, my girl, and Maurice packing to go on their honeymoon. About time, girl. I know you happy. But anyway, they're packing to go on the honeymoon, and she is showing stuff that Mel and Tisha had got her for their wedding a couple of years ago, and she has yet to wear them. And so she proceeds to tell Maurice about the slumber party and said, and guess who was there? Maurice was like, who? Nikki. He's like, yeah. He was like, you kidding me? And Kimmy went and proceeded, like, they was talking about Marceau and the marriage, Letitia and Marceau's marriage, and Destiny and all this stuff, but they wasn't there. They wasn't invited, and I just couldn't understand the purpose of Nikki being there. And well, Kimmy, you know the purpose. You know why Nikki was there. You know why. And I have to admit to this. Even though I like Mel, and that did make her look messy, I get Mel. Mel is like, I can ask as many questions as I want to, because I was scrutinized when my ex-husband was going through it. And everybody was asking me questions. So now that the tables are turning, I'm asking questions, everybody want to call me messy. I get it, Mel. But in this instance, yeah, it looked messy. I know you don't care, but I mean, I'm just saying it did look messy. And you know, I like you. You know what I'm saying? It looked messy. Kim is my favorite, you my second, okay? And it looked pretty messy. But hey, it's okay. That's what we here for. Okay, we here for the drama. We here for the messy. We want to keep it classy, sassy, and a whole lot of nasty, okay? All right. So, anyway, she proceeds to tell him, and so Maurice was like, you got to tell Kimmy before we leave. You got to tell her, because we don't want no surprises. We don't want no mess when we get back, okay? And I agree with Maurice on that. She needs to tell Letitia, okay? Letitia's cousin was just straight out messy. That with cousins like that, we don't need any, honey. And she was just straight out. That was just a mess. It was messy. It was horrible. I mean, why would your family do you so dirty like that? Nick, I need you to go somewhere and take several receipts back, okay, girl? Because this is thirsty. You are in the Sahara Desert thirsty, okay? I mean, you are thirsty. And this made you look terrible. I'm just letting you know that, sis, okay? Okay, now, we move on. And to Martell, he's over talking to the Scotts, of course. And Martell was, like, revisiting, like, what went on at the reunion? Why was y'all ganging up on the Whitlows? Oh, y'all went in deep. And Martell, we know you trying to have an alliance, honey, because nobody else is effing with you on that show, and fouqueting with you, okay? They're not fouqueting with you on this show. So you got to have somebody like you, because nobody else does. So, I mean, I get it. You got to have some friends. You got to have an allowance. So, anyway, let's move on. And so, Marceau goes to say, well, this man going to talk on my marriage and don't know nothing about me. And he ain't even been married a year and done been divorced, and he got a nerve to talk about me. Now, I'm with Djrichieskye on that. You put your mess out there, Marceau, so everybody got an opinion on it, even me. Okay, so you put your mess out there. Let's remember, don't rebut now. You put your mess out there, and then you expect people not to analyze it? Huh? Is that what you expect to go on? That's not going to happen, sweetheart. It's not going to happen. people can tell you some things about your marriage, okay? They can tell you their opinion about your marriage. They can analyze your marriage. Guess what? Because you put negative stuff out there about your marriage. So, baby, you got to get it together. You got to stop. You got to start putting your marriage out there in a positive light. You hear me, Marceau? A positive light. Now, we're going to get to that part. Anyway, so Martell was like, would you consider a sit down to talk about, what happened? So you guys can come to some kind of terms, come to some kind of agreement. Maybe, it might not be the best of friends, but at least be cordial. You know what I'm saying? And so Marceau was like, nah, at first, but then he was like, yeah, I do it. And it goes on to Whitlow's in their front room. Tiffany is talking about trying to be sexy, child. Talking about she wants some wire. Chad. Okay. And anyway, she sits on big man's lap and tells him about the slumber party. And she said, I thought me and Kimmy was progressing, and then here comes Stormy, and she rehashed it all over again, and boom, there it is. It's a mess. And so Whitlow, big Whitlow, boom, boom, boom. He proceeded to talk about Marceau, and saying that, he said that, Martell reached out to him and asked would he be willing to sit down and talk to Marceau. And he's like, yeah, I'm always willing to hash out things. But big man was like, if it comes to tossing drinks or drinking drinks, I'm down for whatever. And Tiffany is like, wait a minute, you think this is going to become violent? Or, some hand might be laid? He said, like I said, it's for whatever. Okay? Whatever will be, will be. But I ain't going to sit here and let Marceau talk no shit to me. In other words, put it that way. Okay? And that's what he was saying, honey. I said, okay, big baby, you don't backtrack before. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, big baby might come at big little Marceau. Marceau, that's a big man. You better get yourself together. I know you ain't scared, baby, because I know you ain't scared, Marceau. I know you. Okay? But that's a big man. Okay? So I hope y'all can hash out y'all mess. All right? And then there's a part that I absolutely adore. Y'all know that is when Mel and her oldest daughter, her twin, oh my God, that is Mel's twin. The same smile, the way she talked, her demeanor, the time they spent together, I love that. That was so sweet. That was like the sweetest thing. I enjoyed Mel talking to her about not depending on anyone, making your own mark in this world. And she wanted her to know why she worked so hard, is to provide for them and to make sure that they see that whatever she achieved, they can achieve. She can achieve. She don't want her daughter relying on anyone, but God. And I get that. Me having two daughters, I tell them all the time, don't rely on nobody but God and you. Okay? Don't rely on me. Make your mark, figure your way out, and then ask questions along the way. Because your mama gonna be there for you, baby. I'm just here to tell you, I'm a mama. I'm like Mel. I'm gonna be there for my babies. And, even though they're grown, they still my babies. I birthed them, and I am their mother. And Mel, I enjoyed that. That was so soft to you. That's the softest. That's what I like to see when it comes to you. More your interaction with your kids and the softer side of Mel, because not the so messy side of Mel that they portray. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of cuts and edits that we didn't see. But anyway, that was one of my favorite parts of that. So, we get to this book signing. Child. And it flashes over to Mel and the kids packing. And Mel said that, she was talking to her mom. And Mel stated that they've had 2 death in the family. And that it was very unexpected, which is understandable. With me, I have, like you guys, I've shared my story before. I've had my brother pass, and it was traumatic. It was unexpected. And even after he passed, some months later, I think it was like 2 months later, we still had like a family thing, and to release balloons, to just have a memory of him, because his birthday was a month and a half later. After he passed, he would have been 50. And so I get where Mel is coming from. And this is her weekend, Martell. Okay? And so this goes to show you, again, how you try to manipulate and control the narrative. You send her an email a few days before the book signing and expected her to change her whole schedule to fit what you got going on, when all you had to do was schedule this book signing on the days that you had the children. But you couldn't do that because you thought Mel was going to bring them, and you thought you had the situation under control. And then when Mel didn't bring them, you was butt ass hurt because, man, I ain't got no control over Mel no more like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no control over Mel like this anymore. This is crazy. So he's like, in his mind, he wants y'all to think he wants y'all to think that he was hurt. But in his mind, he was like, I got to get back. I got to figure out the next move so I can show this girl who I am. So he at the book sign, and he's talking to his manager, and she's calling Mel, and she doesn't answer, goes straight to voicemail. And I got tickled. I bust out laughing. I said, anyway, it goes back to Mel, and she was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to uproot what we had planned to bring the kids, because evidently the kids wasn't at the first gathering, and because they were with Martell. Now, Martell, you could have did the book signing that week, but no, you didn't. So she said, I'm not going to stop my plans to do what he want me to, the kids are there. She never dissed him about the book signing or anything. But with Martell, like I said in the beginning, you have to set boundaries with these type of men. If you don't, they will run all over you. So I get it. And a lot of people, they're falling for Martell BS. They're falling for it. But I'm not, because I know I've been with one. I was married to one, honey. And I can see through him like I can see through the glass of my car right now. And you have to set boundaries with them, because they will try to control you. And if she had went to that book signing, that would gave him confirmation, I still got it. Okay? Whew. So anyway, and another thing, the kids didn't even look like they even knew. So it makes me wonder, did their dad even tell them? Because they were ready to go with their mother. Okay? This is just a hot mess. Okay? It's a mess. It is. It is a hot mess. And I just, I don't know. It was a pretty good, setup scene for next week, because I want to see what Big Boy gonna do. I want to see if he gonna backpedal. I want to see what Martell gonna say about the book signing. I want to see about all that. I really do. I want to understand, what's the purpose of you trying to get the kids knowing good and darn well that it wasn't your weekend. I know the purpose. Okay? The hotel riding is so overdrawn. Okay, I'm sorry, Martell, but honey, you need to be more original. All right, stop riding the coattail of Mel's mom. She's already written a book. Everything. I'm over Martell. Okay, him and Coleslaw, they deserve one another. They need to be together because that's what he deserves. A dummy. Anyway, that was pretty much it. It's a good setup scene for next week, and I'm looking forward to that. So what you guys think about it? Did you guys enjoy this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville? I did. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy. I just can't wait for the shenanigans to begin, but it's coming. And because Mel let us know, she said it's a couple of scenes. She said it's a build-up, and you guys will understand why I did what I did. And I understand that. So let's see. I am just ecstatic about it. Anyway, I was listening to Djrichieskye earlier on his live, and he made a lot of points, and I agree with most of his points. Anyway, he's always good. To me, DJ, you don't go in hard. You let them soft. That's okay. You're so sweet, and I love it. You're one of my favorites too. Anyway, I am going to go find me some breakfast. Maybe do a little shopping and head back to the house because my man will be home today. He's been on vacation with his best friends, you guys, and he's been having the ball because it's one of his best friend's birthday, and I kind of missed the booger. I miss him. Anyway, I will see you guys later. I will make another video later on today. You guys let me know what you think, and please like, share, and subscribe. Just like me. Subscribe. Just hit that like button, that notification button. Like what you see. Help a sister out. I'm new to this, and I'm trying to get myself together. And everything I do it myself. I do the editing with the intros and all that stuff. My daughter, who's on Instagram, honey, she's popping up to 50,000 and plus. She says I do good. My intros are the bomb. She's like, I didn't even figure you could do that. I said, honey, I'm a photographer. I do it all. Okay. But anyway, you guys have a great day. And remember, self-love is the best love. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. Okay? And I hope you guys get out and get some of this good old vitamin D. And it's here in 803. It's a perfect weather. It is what 69 degrees, but it feels 75. So it's nice. Get out here and enjoy the day. It helps your mood. It helps your skin. It helps your bones. Come on with it. All right. I will see you guys later this evening, and we will have, I think I'm going to talk about Mia Thornton, about Giselle saying she lied, and you guys know I don't think that it is all, that Mia lied about it. I think people got her message and just went with it. Okay. Gives it always starting something because they get ready to pop up too. Several other little things about Will Smith resigning. We're gonna have a good old time. I'm going to do another video on that. I try to stay up with this. Okay, I know I don't. I just started, but every day I try to do a video, even when I get off of work. All right, or before work at 6 in the morning. So you guys hit the like button, subscribe button. The more you subscribe, the more you like, I can get on live and we can have a ball. All right, thank you guys so much and enjoy your day. Okay. And also, I enjoyed the scene with Marceau and Tisha and his kids. That was a softer side to Marceau. Thank goodness, because I was beginning to wonder, honey, do you have kids? Do you even love your children? Okay. But I just remembered that, and that was one of the scenes that I also liked and loved about that. And the apartment situation came up again, and Marceau was like, you know what, all the cars I drive, everybody knows my car that I drive. If I had an apartment, don't you think by now someone would have told you? Okay. But no, I don't. I have an apartment with Martell, and I haven't been to an apartment and this and that. He said I had to let them know, I'm good, we're good over here. And then he goes to ask Tisha, are we good over here? She's like, yeah, we good. Keep on here. Keep on, Marcel. Keep on, Marcel. All right. And they were talking about planning an Africa trip, which you could have took your family the first time, right? Excuse me, y'all. I need a little sunlight. There we go. You could have took your family the first time. You're going to make a joke and say, nah, I just went over there, scouted out, see where we can go, and, and all this. And you're talking about Tanzania and Kenya and all this. And so, and your son was like, I want to go somewhere. He's like, that's not in Africa. But let me tell you something. Marceau's son is the spitting image of him. Oh, my God. I just hope he don't act like him. But he's a spitting image of him, okay? Woo! Lord, he looks just like his daddy. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, I thought that was a great scene. I guess this one to me is Family Matters, honey. Because it was more of a family-oriented type, production this time, okay? But I know, like I said before, I know this is the quiet, the quiet before the storm. Yeah, it's like the tornado. You don't hear nothing. And then boom, next week it's going to be on and popping. How about that? All right, you guys. Let's continue on with this.